Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm Lisa Blackburn. This is my YouTube channel for everything I like, science and math. And today we're in chemistry class continuing the notes for the story of the atom. Part 1 is already up on the playlist. This is part 2. There'll be more because we're not going to get through it all today. My students are laughing at me, but hey, I got more subscribers, so it's getting there. All right, so here's the next guy, Ernest Rutherford. He knew J.J. Thomson, and he was going to prove that his friends, let me see if I can scroll it here. Nope, let's see if I can do it over here. He was going to prove that his friend was right. So he thought of an experiment. And imagine if you had some vanilla pudding with raisins in it. Okay, everybody's got that imagined? And you shoot it with a gun toward a wall. What will the wall look like after the experiment? Big old splat on it, right? Okay, so this was Ernest Rutherford's idea, that he was going to take one of these ray guns and he was going to get a piece of gold foil. It's like aluminum foil, but it's made out of gold and it's much, much thinner, down to only maybe 12 atoms across is what I've heard. So he's got a tiny piece of gold foil, and all around it he has stuff that glows in the dark if it is shot with the cathode ray tube. Can you imagine the experiment? So he didn't even bother showing up for the experiment. He was so confident that this was going to make a big old splat right back here on the back, proving his buddy JJ correct, that he didn't even show up the day of his experiment. He made his grad students do it because he thought that'd be boring, being in a dark room trying to count the little splotches on the little glow-in-the-dark thing, okay? That is not what happened, so he got blown away. So his thing is called, his model is called the planetary model. Let's see if I can spell it. Planetary model of the atom, and this is called the famous gold foil experiment, okay, because of the piece of gold foil. We're going to watch a very exciting video on Friday, Adam's Ring of Truth, and in it they're going to make gold foil. You're going to see them how they make gold foil, so very interesting. Okay, so this is what happened. Let's see if I wrote it on the next page. Yes, he was very shocked with the results. The results were so shocking. He said that he could not have been more shocked if he had taken a gun, shot it at a piece of tissue paper, and the bullet come back and hit him and shoot him. Do you think that would happen if you had a gun and you shot a piece of tissue paper with a bullet ricochet off the piece of tissue paper and shoot you and kill you? He said that would be less shocking than what this experiment did. So prepare to be shocked. See, I told you this is interesting. Okay, this is what happened. Instead of making a big old splat, the ray gun went straight through. 99.9% of the time, it would shoot straight through the gold foil and hit in the same exact spot over and over again. Are you shocked? Stunned? Like how Ernest was? Very shocking. Now, so why is this so shocking? Because it proves that the atom is made of empty space. The atom is empty space. It's kind of hard to read me writing on it. It's 100,000 to 1 the amount of atom that is actually some matter. Everything else is empty space. If this classroom were an atom, the nucleus, the only part with any matter to it, would be a printed dot in a book. If the atom was a stadium, a baseball stadium, the nucleus, the only part with anything in it, would just be a baseball in the middle. Everything else is empty space. So that means you're empty space. The only thing that stops one hand from going straight through the other one, the only thing that stops you from walking through the wall is energy. It's all about energy, not matter. So it was extremely shocking to find out that everything is made out of nothing. Are you a little shocked now? Just a little bit? A little. Okay. So they came up with this idea that at the center of the atom is the nucleus, which is positively charged, and that the nucleus is Latin for little nut. So it's like it's got a little positive nut in the middle. Little nut, Latin, okay? So the other thing, remember I told you like 99.9% went straight through? The ones that didn't go straight through got deflected, or they would even come straight back at them. And it's because the gun was positive, the nucleus is positive, and what do likes do? Attract or repel? Likes repel. So that's why they were coming back at them. That's why they were going off to the side when they did go somewhere other than straight through. So that's how it proved that the nucleus is positive, that it's tiny, and that the atom is mostly empty space. So he came up, he said, well, maybe nature repeats patterns, and the planets go around the sun, so maybe the electrons go around the nucleus, and that's our planetary model. And this one is still popular. Where do you see this one? Jimmy Neutron. I call this one the Jimmy Neutron one. It was disproven pretty quickly, 1913, but we still like that one, and we draw it on stuff to stand for atoms. All right, I'm going to stop it here, and we'll pick up with the next part of this very exciting story, Niels Bohr. Niels Bohr, he's not boring. Like, share, subscribe.